The chamber mixer today on Friday, June 11th, is at Kellar Williams Realty. And they put on a beautiful dinner spread with all kinds of food and cake and cookies.
The number is 4438963 and it says Robert.
Robert, that's you. Acton Algodosi News. Robert's in there. Robert, turn this way and smile. Yeah, there we go. What'd you get, a free ad?
Next one is a beautiful Toscana Rossa. What is it? Oh, dry red wine. Bobby! Bobby! Here you go, Bobby.
Okay, the winner is 604279.
Oh, I got 97.
What is it?
604-279?
Yep.
Bingo!
Ah.
20 in, got 40 back. Okay, what's this going to?
Alright, now we're going to
No, what's the charity?
our prize and be done.
Bingo. There you go.
How nice. Thank you.
Donate it back.
50-50. Anybody, everybody in?
Fran, what a great party. Great turnout.
Thank you. We're very pleased.
Lots of food and everything.
Lots of nice Acton residents that came. We're really pleased.
Good, good. And how many agents do you have in here now?
Oh, we have what, Audrey? About 10? Yeah, about 10.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're growing and working and
Uh-huh.
very pleased.
Things are coming back.
Yeah.
Good. Well, thanks for the nice
Okay.
mixer
Okay.
and everything.
Thank you. And we're pleased with the turnout.
Yeah, it was
Hot
good.
dogs were good too, huh?
You're going to appear in the Acton Algodosi News.
Yay!
So now you got to tell me what's going on. This is a real live interview that'll be on YouTube.
Oh, it's a
So,
blood drive. And
yes.
We've partnered with Kellar Williams.
Yes.
For the give back to the community. Give back where you live. So we're giving
Okay.
back to the community. So all
Okay.
the blood collected today will go to Antelope Valley Hospital.
How nice.
Yes.
And how often do you come by Acton Algodosi to do
You know
this?
what? This is our first time that we've done a drive here.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't been here. We're trying to revive the mobiles.
Uh-huh.
And trying to get more into the community, get our name out there, let people know the hospital needs blood 365 days a year. So
I have O negative blood, and the people that have O negative blood can only receive blood from people that have O negative, and I would like to create a list so that if people need our blood type, that we can actually give to anybody that
You can
needs
give to
blood.
anybody but only receive from...
We could only receive from O negative
O negative.
people that have, O negative blood, and
Okay.
we need to have a universal list that you can add your name to, and we can keep it on file for those of us who need O negative blood. And
Sure.
I think it would be a great idea to start that list here in town at your newspaper.
I think that'd be a good idea, and we could keep that list on our website. And then if people needed it, or the hospitals needed it, or the ambulances, they'd know right where to go and find phone numbers where they could find the people that had it.
Yeah,
That's a great idea.
I just think that it's an important thing to do for the community. I'm Jeanette Laslovich. I'm the owner of Artistic Beauty here in town.
Okay, good. And if people want to give you the information, they could come by.
They can come by, drop it off, let us know. I wouldn't mind having a blood drive over at the salon.
What's your phone number in case you want to call and give you the information?
269-1100. That's area code 661. Or
Okay.
661-269-HAIR, which is 4247.
Mm-hmm.
We have both those numbers, so it's easy to remember.
Sure.
269-HAIR. Yeah.
It's okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
If you said, look, we've heard from the department before, we want you to just boil down, what are you here for? The answer is we want to tell you what the current proposal looks like, and we want to get your input on the current proposal so that when it goes back to the board, it goes back in a manner that reflects what we've heard from the community and considered by the task force. So it doesn't mean that it will change everything based upon input from the community, but it does mean that every comment from the community will be considered, and where it's appropriate to make that change, the change will be made. We're not aware of any illnesses or hazards that have been identified with the use of hauled water. It's really a question of whether or not it passes that same security. Everybody knows that if you've got a plumbed water system, that's safer. So what we're saying is, without the controls of using a licensed hauler, there is the potential for contamination. Our intent is to not tinker in any way with people that are currently utilizing hauled water. The only thing I'd like to do there is to provide them with information on how they can minimize the risk, but it's really recommendations that, they can follow.
You had stated that I'm in the condition you talked about, where a well produced at the time we developed our property, its production is now seasonal, so we are purchasing water on a piecemeal basis.
Exactly.
Under those conditions, I'm looking to potentially develop on my property additionally. I have aging parents and may need to put a granny plant. Under those conditions, would I be allowed to continue to haul water with no changes to my current property?
Well, if there were no changes to your current property, of course, you'll just continue to, utilize hauled water the way you have been. If you're going to go in for a building permit to construct a new home, there will likely be another review. I can't answer for sure, but my guess is that you would be treated like another homeowner who proposes to build.
Everything started with Dave Spann, an environmental management section chief, expressed his opinion that hauled water would be banned from new construction. An opinion, not a directive. LA County chose to enforce the opinion. The result has rendered thousands of land parcels unbuildable, drastically reducing land values. Those who had bought land for future retirement homes and paid real estate taxes over the years were stripped of their investment.
The county did not allow the use of hauled water. There is a change that's envisioned in this policy. It doesn't open up hauled water use for all development, but as we said, it will provide relief for those 36,000 lots that are current existing legal lots. They would be provided with an opportunity to utilize hauled water. The question was previously, how do we learn who is a state licensed water hauler? And we want to make sure you have the information. Apparently the state office has changed their number, so we'll get you the current number.
But I have a comment on this, the high hazard area, the fire hazard area, or you listed as VHFHSZ, where the fire department may decide that interior sprinklers in other areas of the county besides the Santa Monica Mountains and the south-facing San Gabriel Mountains, it would be a discretionary action to require them to have interior sprinklers, and I think this is a bad policy because I'm sure there will be some abuses to this. Thank you.
I understand that we, who are current owners, are grandfathered, and we need to make repairs on our well, so that it won't be a problem. We don't have to get involved. And then what happens if we decide to sell? Will there be requirements at that time for us or the buyer? And then down the road, if the buyer decides to sell, what are the requirements for them at that time?
The idea behind the policy is existing structures that are using hauled water can continue to do so without involvement with this new policy, and then that right would last with the land to the subsequent owner. Correct.
When a residence is being rebuilt and the rebuild is prefaced by a natural disaster that occurs, could be either earthquake or fire. In the case of an earthquake, it could destroy the existing well, and my question is there a contingency in the county plan to allow hauled water while the residence is being rebuilt to the original plan? And if the well cannot be reestablished, would the hauled water be allowed on a long-term basis?
I think the answer to that is yes. But there's a lot of details there, and if the well could not be reestablished. Remember, the philosophy of the fire rebuild policy, the best way I can describe it is, we're trying to get homeowners back the way they were before the fire.